there. Hey, that was a good open. I like that, right? It's good to have you here. It's amazing.
Good to be
Thank
here.
you very much for joining us here. I'm super fortunate to be here, right? This is Kent. He knows what he's doing. He's a really good guy on top of all of it, right? That's like the best place that I like to start. Whenever we're hiring people to work with us as real estate agents, the first thing we look for is we want to find people that care and where it matters to them in real estate, right? And I think that's like a great place. When we first met you, I was like, wow, it really matters to Kent. He's a nice guy, right? And so I think that's going to be something great that we get to talk about. So we're going to have 3 different topics that we're going to talk about today. The first one is going to be how many family members work with you at Newport HomeBuilders. So we'll cover that in our first topic once we get there. And then we'll go over what do you enjoy most about building homes. That'll be topic number 2. Topic number 3 is going to be what 3 words best describe Newport HomeBuilders. I'm super excited to see what that one kind of entails for us. And then we're going to have a real estate word of the day, and that is going to be craftsmanship. All right, so that's important to a builder, their craftsmanship. And we'll define that word for us today. And I think it's a good time, Omkar, if we could show off his website. So let's split that screen if you would. Chat in the link so everybody can kind of see it. And then we'll take a look here at his website. So these are some interesting pictures that we kind of have here, right, Kent?
Yes.
And tell us what you like about some of these here in particular.
You know what I think it stands out the most with the pictures of our websites is we're very unique. Each home is different. We're not a cookie cutter builder. We allow the buyers to extensively help design their home, provide us pictures and things they have found that we try to duplicate and create their vision.
Yeah, for inspiration, right? So that's interesting. When somebody comes into you, have you ever had anyone come in with like this Pinterest board?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, here's what I like, right? Or they have a house board,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And they're
absolutely.
like, and you're like, uh-oh, this is gonna be a problem here, isn't it?
Well, what's great about that is because we're a custom home builder, we allow our buyers to either take our existing plans and modify them to what they're looking for, or literally start from scratch with an architect and design their home. And by having that vision, and in today's internet world, they're able to create their vision. They can bring in their board or their pictures, and it allows us to create their vision and create their dreams.
All right, well, that's amazing. So, Omkar, let's switch back here, and we'll go right back to where we are. Perfect. All right. So, Ken, you said some amazing things there, right? And you talked about vision. You talked about architects and some of that stuff, right? So, talk just a little bit about architects and what happens when you're going to be building a home with Newport Homes.
You know, in
Home
today's world, people with the access to the internet, they can really fine tooth or drill down their vision to some very precise details. And so many builders today are static in their home design and their plans, and it really does not allow a buyer to achieve that vision. There's not a lot of additional cost to go from a static plan to a more customized plan, just moving walls around or adding footage. But it, I think, allows the buyer to really achieve their dream of building a home more in line with their vision.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really big point there. So I'm glad that you mentioned that one about the architects and how they can customize what they're kind of looking for. So that's really good. All right, let's go ahead and have you hit the bell, and we'll move on to topic number 1. Hey there, this is Mike Acquisto, and I'm super happy to be here with Kent. This guy knows what he's doing. So he's with Newport HomeBuilders. He's the founder, the creator, the man, the myth, and the legend all rolled into one. Like when you put it all together, he is all of that. And we're going to be discussing how many family members work with Newport HomeBuilders. That's an important topic to discuss, right? Because it tells you a lot about who he is as a man, who he is as a family man, who he is as a business, right? These are important things. And you work with How many people work at Newport?
So we have four family members that are part of Newport HomeBuilders.
Who are they?
Well, probably the most important I need to start with is my wife.
Oh, that's excellent.
My wife, I've been married for 38 years, and I've been in this business my entire life, and so she's probably been my number one partner and has learned a lot and taught me a lot along the way. My wife does our decorating of our models. She's got a good taste and good understanding of what the consumer's looking for, and so that is her primary mission.
Well, that's amazing. So my wife and I, we've been married now for 76 years. And so we kind of have one up there on you. And the reason we say that is because, with working together, and I'm sure you'll feel the same way, we work together. We're together all the time on the weekends, during the week, all these different times. And so what we did is we looked and compared how often a normal couple is together and how often we're together and how many hours we spend together. And we did this calculation and it just continues. I don't consider it at the very least to be like dog years, to be aging that quickly, but obviously we haven't been married as long as you have. But it's amazing to get to work with your spouse, isn't it?
It is. The honesty, I think, is what's important.
Yeah.
There. You can have employees that tell you what you want to hear, but I found that family members tell you what you need to hear.
And then you get to work with both your daughter and your son as well, right?
Yes, my oldest daughter has been with me since Newport's been created for 18 years. She started, and to this day, does our financials, our books, and it's great having her involvement. And she also does our marketing and helps put together that back end. She's a stay-at-home mom, and this allows her to do a lot of her work from home while she's taking care of my four granddaughters.
Wow, that's amazing. You can just tell how much that matters to you when you're talking about it. And that really comes across to everything that is about your company, right? You can just tell when you're talking about it that you're a great person and it matters to you. And then you get to work with your son as well.
It does. Yes, my son graduated from college in construction management just over 3 years ago, and it's always been his dream and my dream to come work for me, and we work together day to day, and it's been probably one of the most rewarding things I've been able to experience on a daily basis, with the opportunity of teaching him and training him the daily aspects of building homes and doing the purchasing, and it's been great watching him grow.
Very good. Well, I appreciate that. You described a lot of great items to us about what you do with your family and how they each get to work with you, and you can truly tell that it matters to you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for that. Let's go ahead and hit the bell, and we'll move on to the next topic. Hey there, it's Mike Acquisto and Kent. I get to spend time with this guy. He's a tremendous man, and he's great at what he does. So what we're going to discuss now is what you enjoy the most about building homes. You've been doing this for a long time now, but there are some different items that really, really matter to you and what you truly enjoy, right? So we're going to talk about the tangible results. We're going to talk about the excitement that you get to have with homeowners and the relationships that you have with these trades and how that all kind of comes together to create this amazing experience that you get to have with you. So let's start with tangible results, sir.
My wife and I went back to college with a couple of kids later in life, and at that point, I knew I wanted to be in construction. I've been involved in construction, and I'm a hands-on person, tinkering with things, building projects my whole life. And at that point in our life, I decided I needed to add the business aspect to it. And so we went back to college about 32 years ago, and brought our two children, and obviously a different college environment than when you're just out of high school. We got through it pretty quick, and my major was construction management, and there's several different directions you can go in construction management. You can go on the commercial route, or you can go the residential route. And I chose the residential route because I think the results are much more emotional. They're tangible results, and it's great to get the emotional feelings of the homeowners and the excitement they see when the home progresses and when they see their vision created, as opposed to commercial, which tends to be more of a business decision. So that's the direction I chose, and from college have been the last 30 years been building homes.
You know, and I can see the passion with every single thing that you do, and you like that connection, right? Whenever I get to meet with you, I see like, I just feel it in you that the residential construction, it just matters to you, right?
Well, and part of it's my age. I'm on the more the tail end, I guess, of my career as opposed to the beginning. And as I've gone through the cycle, um, I think that emotional connection with the homeowners have even become more powerful. I've further recognized as I've gotten older in life what really matters, what's important to people, and family is very important to me, and the home is typically for a family, and to see that excitement and emotion with the family has even become more important to me as I've gotten older.
That's amazing. And then you talk about relationships with trades, right? You've had a lot of them been with you for a long time. So kind of talk about that.
Several of our trades have been with me from the very beginning. I've used with various companies I've worked for, and my concrete supplier, for example, we've been working together for 30 years. And just an interesting story here on a side note
Yeah, no,
is
it's great.
his son, when him and I first started working together 30 years ago, he was in the field setting forms, pouring concrete. I was in the field physically building the homes. And about 3 years ago, just so happened that his son graduated from college within 30 days of my son graduating from college. So they both came to work for us within a couple of weeks from each other. And one of the most exciting parts of that was one day and driving by a job site and seeing him and my concrete contractor's son standing on a lot with a set of plans, looking at the set of plans. So he now runs the crews. My concrete contractor's son runs the crews, and my son builds the homes. And to see, over 30 years, that transition from one generation to another is truly an amazing thing, an amazing blessing.
So if you're sitting there watching this and you don't build yourself a home with Kent, then there's probably something wrong with you. You have like no soul. That was like an amazing story. It makes you want to like tear up, right? And it's what you all want as a parent, is to get to do that. When you start a business, you have this vision. I know we did, my wife and I, that we'd have all of our kids working with us. And some people are just maybe better at it than we are. Our kids are growing up and they each find their own path, and hopefully they all come back and we get to work with them eventually. But congratulations to you. It just says so much what you just said right there. It really does. So,
well, I've got right now I've got 8 granddaughters that just with their parents being involved in the business and building homes, I truly envision one day for them to take over and grow the company from that point. So.
Well, that's amazing. Family, it resonates, and it's important. So, thank you very much. Let's hit the bell and move on to the next topic. Hey there, this is Mike Acquisto, and I'm here with Kent. He's kind of a local real estate celebrity. He's kind of a big deal in the home building industry. He's been around for a long time. You've all probably sat down and had a conversation with him about real estate and about building new homes, but now we get to know him a little bit more in person. So we're going to talk about the 3 words that best describe Newport HomeBuilders, right? We're going to talk about family values, we're going to talk about knowledgeable, and we're going to talk about craftsmanship. And those are important words, and we're going to start with number 1, Kent. Hit us with family values.
I truly believe the values within the company themselves is what gets translated into the end product. And to me, family is everything. And as I have family members working with me, my oldest daughter has been with me for 18 years, to watch her family grow and have children, and her involvement in the company and feedback she's given me has been truly inspirational to translate that to the folks that we're building homes for. Understanding that they too have their own individual families, they too have their own challenges and opportunities, and I think the more we can keep that in mind, that truly we're building for someone who is of the same background as myself and my family's, allows us to put things in perspective. And
then we're just going to also hit that you're fortunate enough to get to work with your wife and with your son as well, right?
That's correct.
So that's tremendous, and that totally covers family values. You can just feel it and see it in what he's saying and what he's living and doing, right? And then you're extremely knowledgeable as well. And, it really comes across to me like your honesty and your knowledge, and you'd be like, yeah, you can do that, but no, you shouldn't do this, and here's what's and why. And the pricing and the honesty and the approach are just spectacular, right? So kind of talk about like your knowledge. And it's hard for you probably to do that, but you're a smart guy. You know what you're doing.
Well, that knowledge comes from experience. And
Okay.
Having done this for 30 years, you learn things. And I think everyone gains knowledge in everything they do, but it's how you apply that knowledge to your trade or your craftsmanship that allows you to accomplish the things that your customers are looking for. So I wouldn't say from a knowledge standpoint I'm necessarily any smarter than someone else,
Yes,
but I do think that I have the ability to apply that knowledge to people that work for me in our trades to continually improve and better the experience.
Fine. Let's say that you're not smarter than somebody else, but I know you care more. And that comes across, right? So it's the knowledge and the caring together that take the action, right? And then talk about craftsmanship. You guys build a good home.
Oh, craftsmanship, I think, is everything. And, the end result of a product is the ultimate goal. We have mistakes that happen, things that come up during construction that happen on every job site. But it's how you handle those things and how you resolve those things, I think, is what differentiates one builder from another builder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, your craftsmanship is spectacular, and everything's built with hands, right? With like human hands, and ultimately there are going to be some bumps, some bruises, some things that aren't like perfect along the way, but you get there, right? And you work through it, and that's the important item.
And I think, as I talked about the family of our customers as well as my own individually family, it's important to understand that your trades, your craftsmen that are actually working on the house, that are building the house, they have families as well. And, we all have our good days, bad days, we all make mistakes, but it's understanding that and working through those challenges and to get the end result of what our customers are looking for, I think is what's important.
Hey, that's perfect. Let's hit the bell and move on to the next one. We'll get our word of the day. Grab some water if you want. Today's real estate word of the day is craftsmanship. So we're here with Kent, and what we're going to do is we're going to define the word. We're going to use it in a sentence and quickly discuss it. So let's first go ahead and I'll define craftsmanship for us. And craftsmanship is the quality of design and work shown in something made by the hand, or artistry in building. So that's the definition there. Maybe we'll be able to utilize it in a sentence. Do you want to do that?
Sure. I think craftsmanship is a process. It's not something that is going to immediately happen at the beginning, but it's a process. It's understanding what the goals are and the desires are, and getting to that end result of the craftsmanship you're achieving and how you get there.
Wow, I like that. It's a process. You just dropped something on me that I totally didn't see coming, right? Because I just felt craftsmanship just like happens, but it doesn't because it's really an accumulation of knowledge and experience to do that. That's tremendous. I'm glad we got to discuss that word. Thank you very much. Let's hit the bell. Well, that's a wrap for us. We talked about 3 awesome topics with an awesome gentleman. We talked about family a lot because it truly matters to him. We talked about what you enjoy most in building homes. We talked about what you really like about working with your family and having 4 family people, including yourself, work with your company. And we then talked about the 3 values that best kind of describe Newport HomeBuilders. And that was amazing. So you brought some energy, you brought some excitement, and you described some items for us. And now we have That's a Wrap all completed. We're going to go on here further and we're going to have some other people interview you. You'll probably like them a lot more than you did me, but nonetheless, we'll move on and we're going to take some pictures now. Let's hit the bell. Yes, and then we're going to take some pictures.
So he goes through and edits this. Is
Yeah.
that what?
Yep.
The bell's not in there.
Well, that allows him to just know
Yeah,
that we're done
yeah,
with
yeah.
it. Yeah. All right, and Omkar, I'm going to run out real quick and grab some tools real quick, and I'll be right back.
Yes.
So just give me 1 second. So I'll have to
Yeah.
have you. Yeah, I get like wedged back in here, and like I don't have a way to get out. I'll be right back in 2 minutes, Omkar.
Sure.
And then we'll let the girls have a crack.
Cornell, what a beautiful place. I took my daughter there when she was looking at colleges.
Oh, yeah?
And that was probably one of the prettiest places I visited. It wasn't in the winter time, but I'm sure it's a little different. But
Yeah. Well, they have a phrase there that Ithaca is gorgeous. So they have those gorges, like how the water kind of comes all the way, right?
Yeah.
And it's got these, but yeah, it is really nice. It's impressive. All right, grab any one of your tools here. Dealer's choice, it's you first. I got a knife. All right, so all we're gonna do is look at the thing here. I hit the button. Nice. And then he's gonna put some words up for us. Hang on one sec, he'll tell us.
Maybe we could do one pointing at the screen.
Yeah. All right, we like that. Can we get just a point? Nice.
At the, yeah.
Perfect, we got that. I have a signature point. It's like one of my things.
Yeah. So first topic, how many family members work with Newport HomeBuilders?
All right, that's fine. So you can hold up, pick any tool you want. Actually, I'll hold a tool and then you can maybe hold up 4 because you got that many numbers. All right.
Right. It's coming up. And now.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Omkar. What do we got next?
Second topic was what do you enjoy the most about building homes?
Okay, what do you like the most about building homes?
Just a word?
No, just any one of these things. You just have to pick something up.
This is gonna
Yeah,
go with,
yeah. You pick something up.
I can't do a hammer again, can I?
No, you can hold this end.
Yeah, let me do this.
You like that
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, hold that end, and we'll go across this way. Let me see.
Okay. Now.
Okay, got that, and now we need one more tool.
Third topic, what 3 words which describe Newport?
3 words that describe Newport homes. All right, go ahead, pick up any one of them. That's a tape measure does, and I'll hold up the 3.
Now.
Okay, we got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna let Kent have a
Word of
word of the day. We need
Word of the day,
craftsmanship.
yeah.
Yes, craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Okay, you going
Maybe
hammer?
the hammer.
You going hammer? Okay, you can hit me with it.
Now.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm gonna let the girls do some things here. Omkar, let's take 5 and see what you got here. I'll talk with you real quick, and then I'll get one later.